these people.
Oops. What the heck? Oh, all right. Oops, I forgot. Let me try doing this. There you go. Sorry about that. Welcome to another episode of Angel in the Afternoon. I'm Angel Rivera, and we got Bam, Witchy Perfect, and Alex Knight from Chicago.
Hey, Alex.
Hey.
Still in Chicago, eh?
Well, yeah, I arrived yesterday, so
Oh.
I'm gonna be there till Tuesday. Yeah.
You're
right.
very distinguished in the eyebrows.
Well, I got my hair cut and I shaved.
Oh, that's right. Your sister's getting married?
No. Remember, they got married a few months ago.
Oh.
They just wanted my dad cleaned when we see them. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's freshly shaved and cleaned, and yes, we have a brand new little brother here.
Hey, Kieran. Make sure you like and subscribe, everybody. And thank you for joining us. It's August 29th.
Is Dave coming on too?
I think so. He did retweet me, but when I posted about it. So I sent him the link, so we'll see.
Fingers crossed.
Mm-hmm.
He'll probably join us a little bit later, but yeah, thank you everybody for watching.
Not carrying cross.
Oh, we want cross, baby.
Well, he's in a different wrestling.
Yeah.
GCW right now.
It's like, yeah. It's like, you know.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
That's right.
Yep. So we got a lot to talk about this week, from updates on the Israel Gaza conflict, genocide, war, to Trump administration posturing for war with Venezuela, and content creators in this space, certain ones at least, getting paid by Democrats.
Ooh.
There's a Democrat Party super PAC or dark money PAC, whatever they called them, that's paying a bunch of content creators in this space. So
remember, vote for Gavin.
Yeah.
Remember, vote for Gavin Newsom in 2028.
Oh God. I think I'd rather suck a dick.
Is it?
What?
I'm
what
sure.
Was that? Suck a dick. Thank you. I'm in the soundboard, baby. Oh.
I didn't hear the soundboard. What did it say?
Louder.
Yeah, it's pretty loud as it is, but hold on.
Suck a dick.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I recorded myself and sent it to Angel saying suck a dick. So my counter should be at least 3 or 4 right now.
Yeah.
And I didn't even have to mouth it.
Yep. Or there's also that
will
one.
own nothing, be happy, and eat sea bugs.
Yeah. Woo.
So yeah. Let's see here. I wish I could. All right. Whoops. Let me start with this, because hold on a second. Gotta find it though. It's here. Also, we have some Mexican senators fighting each other on the Senate floor. That's going to be very interesting to talk about, because as we talked about before, a few months ago, I think Donald Trump has been threatening to bomb the Mexican cartels, at least for months now. And finally, it's coming to a head where the Mexican Senate is deciding whether to allow the administration to do it or not. And I'm doing this because they're going to do it anyways. If Trump wants to do it, he's going to do it anyways. So the U.S. government, the U.S. government does not respect territorial boundaries, anything like that. And it's not just Trump. Remember, Obama did it too when he killed bin Laden. He went into Pakistan without even asking and killed bin Laden.
Yeah.
So it's not just Trump. Trump is not
we
the bad
tortured
guy.
some folks.
Well, we tortured some folks.
Yeah.
In fact, I should probably put that in my soundboard too.
Also, I'm sure you saw Richie Torres embarrassed by that the Jewish host or whoever that was a couple days ago or a day ago.
I might have missed
You
it.
look up Richard Torres on X,
Okay,
and you'll
it's
see the
in-
interview.
I'd rather
where
not see his ugly
he was
face.
in.
I'm just saying. It's
No,
like
it's
nightmares.
just-
Ah! Richie Torres.
Yeah. Yeah,
Where is it? I just saw
you're looking it up,
oh.
right?
Yeah, I could do that, but I was
Hi,
looking
Earl.
for something else.
Yeah.
Hey, Earl. We're at 2, according to the chat, 2 or 3. So where is it?
And now it's on a soundboard.
Yeah, I
I
put
don't
it.
even have to say it anymore. He can just go button, 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 button.
Yeah. All right, where is it? I tweet so much and retweet that, and if I don't bookmark something, I'm just gonna lose it. So, oh, here it is.
You sound like me. I'm looking at all these pictures. Oh my God, it's Kurt Hennig. What am I going to do with all these pictures?
But I figured we start off with this.
Oh yes.
This, because
no.
I saw this like a few days ago and I ignored it. It's like, well, it can't be the former Yankee Mark Teixeira, so it's like, screw it, let me not even look at it. Then you sent it, you put it on. I think it was Alex who put it on some of the DM chats.
Yeah,
It's like,
I did.
oh, it really is that Mark Teixeira. Okay, so yeah, Mark Teixeira, former Yankee 2009 World Series champion, is running for Congress as a Republican.
Why is he running for
In fact,
Texas? He's not from there.
That doesn't matter anymore. Neither was Bush.
Yeah.
No. So look at this as a big news. I'm ready to go. As a lifelong conservative who loves his country, I'm running for Congress to fight
Oh God, conservative.
principles that make Texas and America great. It takes teamwork to win. I am ready to help defend President Trump's America First agenda, Texas families, and individual liberties. Join our team today. Visit our website for learn more, sign up, and get involved. To share for Congress.
Yeah, and I'm gonna support Israel as well.
And slash the America First and Israel First.
Yeah,
Oh, there, I fixed it for you. You know.
Oh
God, another gun holding, God loving, fucking conservative.
Look at this. This is his website.
Mm-hmm.
Vote
like
Tex.
I guess to put it in
Is that his trans wife? Ooh.
No, not
Damn.
trans.
Yeah, the one that we're calling a woman, but you know.
But as John Sterling would say, he's not on the Mark Teixeira.
I mean, they kind of look like brother and sister. That's kind of creepy.
Mark,
Maybe only in Texas.
Mark Tex Teixeira, proven winner on and off the field, which it goes through his entire career here. Blah, blah, blah. Leader, humanitarian, conservative fighter. Mark didn't just win games; he just became a leader in giving back. Twice a finalist for the prestigious Roberto Clemente Award, he received the 2018 Heisman Humanitarian Award and has served on numerous awards supporting causes from youth sports to college scholarships. Since moving back to Texas in 2021, Mark has fought for conservative values. Yeah, he moved back. He moved to Texas in 2021. Supporting leaders like Governor Greg Abbott, Congressman Chip Roy, and President Donald Trump. And partnering with the Texas Public Policy Foundation to advance educational freedom and opportunities for Texas families. In other words, on charter schools and private schools.
Go to your fucking private school, you fucking poor people. Oh, you can't do that. Sucks to be you.
I mean, I could understand Chip Roy because he at least spoke about the against the Ukraine war or whatever he did. I could respect that, or spoke about it. I don't know if he's serious about it, but I could at least understand Mark Teixeira supporting him. But the other two, no.
Let's
see. This is
Oops.
Border security. Yeah, okay. Because we've done so well on border security right now.
These are the top issues that he's running on. Number 1, border security, immigration enforcement. Fully secure the southern border, deport illegal aliens, and crush the cartels to keep Texans safe. We'll get
All
to
right,
that later.
Can I just say something really fast? Something I brought
No.
up to. Okay, fine. I'll do it slowly. All right, look. I brought this up to my man because I had kind of forgotten about it. My great grandmother on my mom's side came from Switzerland. Like literally, after she married my great grandfather, they literally fled to America. So immigrants are very close to my heart. And I hate to break it to this Mexican looking fucking piece of shit. You are an immigrant too, motherfucker. Unless you're Native American. You are a fucking immigrant. And I can speak from experience because my grandmother was born here in the States. My grandmother was from Switzerland.
Mm-hmm.
So we are immigrants. We are all fucking immigrants. I don't give a fuck what you think about that. And if you don't like the immigrants here, then fucking leave. Fucking go to another country. Go back to all the fucking rich ass countries with rich people who fucking fuck kids every day. Suck a dick.
There you go, another one. That's already 3. Number 1 though, border. That's his first priority. Second, economy, inflation, and federal spending. Expand Doge to cut insane government wasteful spending, rein in the deep state, and grow an economy.
More stuff for poor people.
There we go
by
again.
putting taxpayers first.
You will eat some bugs. Get ready for it.
I love that because he uses Trump's talking points of the deep state without, I don't think, really understanding what it is. Because we refer to deep state here, but number 3, protecting kids in education. And radical woke indoctrination, defend parental rights, kill DEI, restore patriotic education rooted in American and Texas values.
What the fuck does that mean?
We're going to protect your kids from evil people like me. Ooh, Wiccans! Oh no! We have to protect them from the Wiccans and the Islamic people! Ooh! Suck it, dick.
That means basically censoring education and giving us a America first, America great education system.
And that means just propping up Jewish propaganda and Christian propaganda. I mean, I get it that there's Christians out there. There are Christians that are really nice. And then there's ones like this that are really dickheads who literally want to suppress me, because I don't bow down to the same fucking God that y'all bow down to. I bow down to my own goddess and God. If you don't like it, go suck a dick for all I care.
There you go. Energy, independence. Go ahead.
Well, despite him being a Yankee, I think Karen has no choice but to support him.
I did see some of her stuff. She put in that something about the left wants a lifestyle of like American lifestyle is only for the left wants it like killed or something. I put the rich there. I fixed it for you. Yeah, technically the rich want the poor to literally eat bugs.
Yeah.
Yeah. LA night. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Or as he would say,
Yeah. 4 is American energy independence and American prosperity. So that's basically drill baby drill, like Sarah Palin said. Yeah. Crime, law and order. Back to blue. Secure communities, hold violent criminals accountable, stop politically correct, soft on crime policies.
Okay, So anyone who says they're going to hold criminals accountable, then you're going to start with fucking Donald Trump. You're going to start with the White House. Yes? Oh,
no.
They are fucking pedophiles. Trump is a pedophile. Joe Biden was a pedophile. Obama's a pedophile. They're all pedophiles. So you're going to start with them? Oh, you're not going to start with them because you're a fucking pedophile yourself. You literally are a pedophile if you help other pedophiles. Again, and I can't stress this enough that literally I saw someone was telling me this on X, I think, and I was just like, or no, someone said on YouTube, that's a paranoid way to look at it. And all I said back was, no, it's the truth, because guess what? How many rich people are asking for those Epstein files? How many? Tell me the number. A big goose egg.
Yeah.
A big 4 Texan whore. There you go. That rhymes.
Hey, wait a minute. I do like Texas Longhorns. Longhorns, baby.
6, defending life, faith, and
Jesus
freedom.
fucking Christ.
Let's protect the unborn, safeguard religious liberty, and fight against cultural
Sure,
Marxism.
Let's protect the unborn and stick
I
a
don't know
gun
what
up my
these fucking
vagina.
things mean.
Yeah,
don't know what
I'll stick a
cultural
gun up my
Marxism
vagina
is,
because
but-
at least my fetus would have fucking more rights than I do.
Safeguard religious liberty basically means,
Means
Christians,
Christians
pro-Christian, and screw Muslims.
they get to suppress all the other religions,
And
including
protect
mine.
the unborn. Protect the unborn basically means ban abortion, which has already pretty much happened, unless you're in a blue state. But 7, defending the Second Amendment. Okay, yeah, we know what
God
that
did
means.
not tell you to grab a gun and go shoot your parents on the weekends.
I didn't even see that. Protect the God-given right to keep and
God-given
bear
rights.
arms or
God
any
didn't give that to
infringement,
you.
federal
A bunch
and
of guys
otherwise.
with penises did. Dumbass.
America first, foreign policy and national security, end forever wars, and put American interests at home and abroad.
That's what Trump
Yeah,
said, and look what happened there.
And forever wars, but support Israel.
Yeah, support Israel and their genocide against Gaza. Go suck a dick, dude. You really need to suck a dick because your wife is probably your sister. I don't know how they do it in Texas, but yeah, that's kind of gross.
Oh, come on, Mark. It's dear to this. Like,
Fucking Mark!
Who said that?
MJF.
Oh.
I saw that on one of the gag reels for wrestling. Like, you fucking Mark! I was like,
that's another reason why I prefer AEW over WWE. They allow uncensored cursing. So.
Yeah, but I mean, MJF sucks the dick of Tony Khan anyway. That's why he's still on
I'm
AEW
just
wrestling.
talking about in general.
That was just that wasn't a shoot. That was a script.
That was a work. Yeah,
that was a work.
But
Tony Khan
they allowed
it.
9, election integrity and ballot security. Make sure only U.S. citizens vote in elections and make it impossible to cheat.
Where haven't we heard that before?
Hey, guess what? Poor people can't vote anyway. We're like this close to losing our vote anyway. So yeah, y'all. We all know rich people. They're the only ones that really matter. So their votes count. Poor people's don't.
All right. So 10. Putting healthcare and putting patients first, lower costs, expand choice, and stop Washington from controlling your healthcare
expand
decisions.
choice. Skip.
Yeah.
11.
That means rich people get everything and poor people, well, you can just go die in a emergency room.
As Jimmy Dore would say, Medicare for all.
Oh, that's right. Not just rich people.
Yep. 11. Term limits and accountability. End the era of career politicians by enacting term limits and holding Congress accountable to the people.
Does that include yourself?
How are you gonna
I guess
do
it
that?
doesn't. I guess it doesn't.
He's...
And Angel, I don't know if you saw it, but he was on Fox News, I think today, explaining.
Oh yeah,
of course. Yeah, Fox News, they think they're really killing it.
So if you want to look up his appearance, on there.
I have. Hold on.
Is that where he just sat around and sucked dick all day?
I don't know about all day. But...
At least for that Fox News session.
Yeah.
So this guy, I don't know who he is, but he makes a good point. Anyone who makes $222,150,000 in their career then wants a job paying $174,000 a year is weird.
It's a good point, but I mean, trust me, he's making more than that $174,000.
Yeah, he already made $220 million playing big league baseball. Most of that paid by the Yankees, of course. But
and he was a great Yankee. I did really like him, but
yeah, he was.
Hi, Cowboy Kitty.
Hey, Cowboy. Hey. So this is to share, making his case on why he should be elected. By the way, he's trying to replace Chip Roy because he's running for governor of Texas. Apparently,
I thought that guy died.
No,
it's between me and a dead guy.
Yeah, he's trying to run. He's replacing Chip Roy, at least trying to. I'm assuming he's going to win based off his celebrity. His former athlete, so he'll win that primary most likely.
For me, I just wanted to see if this was something I was interested in. Well, it ended up that I loved it, and seeing President Trump and his America First agenda really getting after it the last 7 months. And making America great again is something it's working for American families. This agenda.
No, it isn't. So it isn't.
I just felt like now was the time to join that team.
Working for rich people.
Part of a lot of great teams.
I've been
I just felt like now was the time to join that team. I've been a part of a lot of great teams, and I know this is a team that I want to be.
I've been a part of a lot of great teams, and I know I want to be a part of this team.
The Texas, big club, and we hated it.
The Texas Rangers wasn't a great team when you joined. And you were only with the Angels for a half a season, and then you joined the Yankees. That's not a lot of great teams, Mark.
Well, and that's what happens with athletes now. They get a big head about themselves, and they say, "Well, I like sucking dick. I got $200 million while I was playing ball, and now I want to suck dick all day."
He's not the only athlete to be elected.
And diddle little kids. This motherfucker probably will diddle little kids, and he probably is already. I guarantee you.
So also, let's not forget Hall of Fame pitcher Jim Bunning was a senator from 1999 to 2011. So Jim Bunning was a senator. I think who else was in Congress? Heath Schuler was in Congress for years. He's the NFL quarterback.
I don't know if this guy went, but I know this former NASCAR driver named Austin Terrio. I know either a year or two he ran for Congress. I don't know if he won, but I remember him running. So a conservative as well. So.
Yeah, and who else? Who ran?
Well, Kane is a mayor.
Herschel Walker,
Republican.
Well, it's not sports, but you know.
Yeah, Herschel Walker
ran for no, it's just going on ESPN. I'm just saying. You know, they have WWE going to ESPN.
It is fun though watching the Glenn Jacobs videos and everybody saying it's Kane, you know.
I mean, he's as conservative as it goes because he also sucks dick and probably a pedophile. Sorry, Glenn, but that's the way I see it.
Or Kane, you know, Glenn Jacobs. He's been a local politician for what? You think he has 2 or 3 terms as mayor already locally?
Yeah,
he doesn't run for Congress or anything, but he's also a big Trumper. Him and his buddy the Undertaker, they're all big Trumpers. So
can't believe it.
Well, yeah, they were with Trump in that video before he won.
Yeah, they endorsed Trump.
Yeah,
he just endorsed Trump. You know?
You just look around to make sure he's not there.
Would be like, oh my!
Do you want?
My God!
He's like, do you want failed policies from Kamala Harris, or you want to support President Trump? And you know, and he was there with Trump.
Neither.
Both of them are failures.
Both of them are pedophiles. Thank you.
Well, I said failures, but
well, yeah, I just say pedophiles because you're in that pedophile club anyway. Every politician, even if you want to be a politician. Just it tells me that you're okay with pedophiles or you are one. Again, name one rich person that actually wants those Epstein files released. I'll wait. Still waiting. Still waiting. Yeah. Yep. TikTok.
No one.
TikTok.
No one. Yeah, so this came across my
this is what happened with David Pakman, right?
Oh God.
Yeah. So this is
David Pakman's a sellout anyway.
Yeah.
This is a piece from Wired magazine by Taylor Lorenz.
Yeah.
Shockingly, she wrote a good piece, but this is a good piece, you know. So that's why I give her credit for it.
Say she hasn't been acting like a shit lately, so I'll give her that. So
yeah,
I can't believe you said that. Call me a shitlet for no reason. Yeah. I'm just
Don't forget that video when she was with Lips at TikTok. Remember that video?
Yeah, I wanted to slap her across her fucking face because her face is so fucking punchable. I'm just like, bitch, shut your bitch ass up.
Yep. So a dark money group is secretly funding high-profile Democratic influencers. An initiative aimed at boosting Democrats online offers influencers up to $8,000 a month to push the party line. All they have to do is keep it secret and agree to restrictions on their content.
Keep it secret. Oh God.
Yep. So like, it's bad. I read this article. It's like it's bad. It's like
secrets are you keeping?
Yeah. So in a private group chat this June, dozens of Democratic political influencers discussed whether to take advantage of the enticing opportunity. They're being offered $8,000 per month to take part in a secretive program aimed at bolstering Democratic messaging on the internet. But The contact sent to them from Chorus, the nonprofit arm of liberal influencer marketing platform, came from some strings. Among other issues, it mandated extensive secrecy about disclosing their payments and had restrictions of what sort of political content the creators could produce. Anyways, we all predicted this, by the way. Everyone in our group, us, Indy, Reeve, Colin, Kit Cabello,
hey, holla to Kit, holla.
We all predicted this, that these people have to be getting paid because they're all they're all just spitting out the party line. Should we send a joint email with all our email addresses, or are we gonna send things separately and hope they change everything for everyone? Lorenzo, a non-binary creator in Columbus, Ohio, with 884,000 TikTok followers, asked the group. Some joked about collective bargaining. Any Newsies fans hears. Eliza Orleans, a public defender and reality TV star known for her appearance on Survivor, posted in a group, "We are a union just by saying so." All right, oh, okay. Very cringe. The influencers in the chat collectively had at least 13 million followers across social media platforms. They represented some of the most well-known voices online, posting in support of the Democrats. And they are key to wherever Hardy moves next. So ultimately, the group did not make much progress.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said Hardy, as in like Matt or Jeff Hardy. Like, what? Okay, sorry. Onwards.
Reading through the revised Chorus contract, like, you win some, you lose some. A reproductive justice influencer named Pari, I don't know who the fuck any of these people are, who hosted under the handle Women in America, responded later in the thread, I also think there's at least 4 of the things we should change, but the vibe I got from their email was they would be minimal if any changes. Lorenzo, Orleans, and Pari did not reply for requests for comments. I don't feel strongly about pushing, to be honest. Aaron Pernas, I know who this guy is, a Gen Z news influencer who's been called a Gen Z Walter Cronkite. Oh my god. They're comparing this motherfucker to Walter Cronkite? Are you kidding me? He's just a party operative. Aaron, this guy, Aaron Pernas.
No. I said, who's Walter Cronkite?
The famous CBS News reporter from the. He's around from the. He's the one that reported the Kennedy assassination.
Yeah,
he's the one
from the 50s and 60s, dude. He was like the biggest journalist in the world.
Yeah, and Richard. He also, when Richard Nixon, when he resigned from the presidency, he was like, "Well, if I lost Cronkite, I lost the nation." So that's when he resigned.
Okay.
So Cronkite was that powerful, that if once Cronkite turned on you, you're fucked. It's like, I might as well resign. He did resign. So
yeah, he did.
They're comparing him to Walter Cronkite. What a joke.
So then, why are they comparing him to them then?
Because they think they're badasses, but they're really not. No one's ever heard of them. I've never heard of this Aaron person, so he can go suck a dick. But everyone tries to compare themselves to Cronkite, because if you can somehow influence a bunch of people to believe your propaganda,
hey, the tunneling Jew.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
I don't know. I mean, that's his name on YouTube. So thank you for joining us.
I wouldn't ever do that. I'd be embarrassed to have that name. What the fuck? And I'm not even Jewish.
He's been called a Gen Z Walter Cronkite and has been lauded in legacy media outlets. Posted to the chat, they aren't going to modify it anymore. Seems like a take it or leave it. Parnas declined to comment. I believe we are in stage 5 acceptance. Parney responded, blah, blah. So I'm trying to get to the contract terms here. Democrats have struggled to work with influencers. In 2024, Joe Biden's White House snubbed several prominent content creators after they lightly criticized the administration over its policies on climate change, COVID, Gaza, and the TikTok ban. Content creators who challenged Kamala Harris, including Cenk Uyghur's nephew, a well-known influencer on the left, were similarly unwelcome at campaign events.
And yet Hassan still won't stop.
Nope. And by the way, I don't call him by his name. I have no respect for him, which is why I just said Cenk Uyghur's nephew.
And also,
Hassan Piker, he likes dick. You should know.
Talk about how he was.
Oh, my uncle's dick. Yeah.
He We should also talk about how he was in Rolling Stone lately, or
Yeah,
in the list of the Rolling Stone.
he was
Papa
like
was
most.
a Rolling Stone.
He was called the most influential liberal, whatever, on Rolling
well,
Stone.
most whatever that word's called.
It's okay.
It was in
Thank
in
you.
the top 20 or whatever it was, and he was
he's
top 20 or
he's
top 50.
absurd. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, really, you think you're that important?
Yeah. He also
That's not Craig Pasta, is it? That Pradololi? Sorry.
Who?
Probably butchered it. I'm so sorry.
Well,
that's not Craig Pasta, is it? Because I was talking to Craig Pasta on Snow Show. I was like, Craig, please come to our show.
Yeah. Well, what I was gonna say was Hassan also smeared the truckers in Canada, saying that the honking was so annoying, and he said that the police should back them a little bit, just a baby bit, which that's never gonna happen. They're gonna
he's a
bat
dick
you a
sucker.
lot.
Yeah.
He's a dick sucker.
After Democrats lost in November, they faced a reckoning. It's clear that the party had failed to successfully navigate the new media landscape. While the Republicans spent decades building a powerful and robust independent media infrastructure, blah, 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 maximizing controversy to drive attention and maintaining tight relationship with creators despite their small disagreements with Trump, the Democrats have largely relied on outdated strategies, blah, blah, blah. Now Democrats hope the secretive Chorus Creator Incubator Program, funded by a powerful liberal dark money group called the 1630 Fund.
You lost. You lost. Liberal dark money, you lost. You're done.
Yeah, they
already got you. They already got some kind of blackmail on you.
Yep. So let me go to some of the names here. Influencers included in that communication about the program, and in some cases onboarding session for those receiving payments from the 1630 Fund, include Olivia Juliana, the centrist Gen Z influencer who spoke in 2024 Democratic National Convention.
Okay.
That's the really fat one,
Yeah.
Still never heard of her, and I don't really fucking care.
I think.
Oh, good. Then that means she can't sit on you guys because she'll kill you.
Yeah, Angel, show her who she is. I think Steph will remember who she is.
She's a like podcaster now. She hosts a podcast with Harry Sisson and all those other jabronis, that are all hacks.
I wouldn't let her sit on your face, boys. I'm just saying. You like drawing breath, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Just throwing it out there.
Well, that's not no, I meant a pic of her. That's what I meant. A pic of her.
Well, I'm looking at her face. I still don't know her.
Yeah. Olivia Juliana, David Pakman, and other Democratic Party influencers are paid $8,000 a month to spread regime change propaganda.
Oh, what the fuck?
Nicolas
what
Maduro.
The fuck is Jimmy Dore said? Someone make me an offer. I'll fucking sell out too. What the fuck? I'll take $8,000 a week. What the fuck?
It's $8,000 a week. Month. They were offering $8,000 a month. Yeah, not a week, but
still.
So Steph, she's pretty much the fat person. Like if you've seen Monty Python, The Meaning of Life. The fat guy in the restaurant. You know what I'm talking. Yeah, that's who she pretty much is.
So, response. Where's
their own long-term self-sustainable platforms. Yep. If you want to get into the weeds about all of those things, you can go watch the videos that were posted by Elizabeth Booker Houston and Allie O'Brien. By the way, two people who are part of this cohort who have been consistently critical of the Democratic Party since all of this started, which debunks the other claim you have, which is that we have to be nice and uncritical.
Thou shalt not protest much. I mean, I'm not going to play that whole thing, but
she admitted that she's a neoliberal. She admitted that.
Yeah, that's who she is.
Can I say something else? If I had a dog that looked like her, I'd shave its ass and make it walk backwards. Dude, that bitch is ugly. Yeah. And now I'm not the most beautiful woman in the world, but I mean, come on. It's
like this.
Shut your bitch ass up.
Yes. What?
or as The Rock would say, are you fucking kidding me?
Democratic National Lauren Pietria, former Playboy executive turned political influencer,
what
podcast for Occupy Democrats. So former Playboy
lines,
executive.
Don't take my lines.
Mm-hmm. Barrett Aldilaire, a content creator who runs as American Girl Doll, themed the pro-DNC meme account. Suzanne Lambert, who called herself a Regina George liberal. Ariel Fodor, an education creator, 1.4 million followers on TikTok. Sander Jennings, a former TLC reality star, an older brother of trans influencer Jazz Jennings. David Pakman, who hosts an independent progressive show on YouTube covering politics, news and politics.
Pakman, he sucks dick. And you know he does. You know he does. And so does that other guy.
Whoever wrote this article is fucking stupid.
Shit, I can't think of his name, but he is a gay guy in real life, so you know he sucks dick. He's married to a man, I think.
Taylor Lorenz who wrote this piece, but
that's right, Taylor Lorenz.
Yeah, Lee McGowan, who goes by the online moniker Politics Girl. I've seen her videos. She's like a psycho. Her face is like this constantly.
She's not related to Rose McGowan.
Like she's on fucking crack.
Yeah, she's on
coke.
Way too much. Way too much coke, and she's like this most of the time. This deranged.
She's not related.
Get off the coke, all right?
She's not related to Rose McGowan.
I don't think. No,
I actually like Rose McGowan. I actually heard of that chick. I've never heard of this chick.
Yeah, these two. The first two declined to comment, and the rest did not respond. So the contracts are very they're very what's what I'm looking for like they're really like they have their creators under their control completely. They completely. I mean, it's like where are we? According to copies of the contract viewed by Wired that creator signs, the influencers are not allowed to disclose their relationship with Chorus or the 1630 fund, or functionally that they're being paid at all. So first, they can't tell anybody that they're getting this money, and secondly, they can't even mention Chorus or the 1630 fund. Let's see, what else? Dozens of liberal influencers are believed to have been approached by Chorus about the 1630 fund financing opportunity.
How come they never approach us? What the fuck?
Yeah, they were told that Chorus appreciated the work they were doing online and asked whether they'd be interested in being part of a first cohort of a new program that Chorus is running to help expand their reach and impact. But following the initial outreach, many creators expressed concerns about some of the stipulations. Creators in the program must funnel all bookings with lawmakers and political leaders through Chorus. Creators also have to keep Chorus in a loop about any independently organized engagement with government officials or political leaders.
Because God forbid they'd actually be in the group, in the club.
No, but even then, I'm like, why would I want to even talk to politicians?
You mean that club?
Yeah, that club.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
Because that's what these people are in. People don't understand that they are literally in that club. Because it's just like the crystal ball stuff. You didn't want to lose access to Bernie, so you sucked Bernie's dick, who influenced a bunch of people he sucks dick for. And here we are. You didn't want to lose access, so you literally turned around and sold out, the people who actually believed in you and thought you were telling the truth when you really fucking weren't.
No, but Steph, I meant that club. You know the club I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know the club you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. The Mr. McMahon,
Kiss my ass club. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. If I want to work with another politician, I have to fully collaborate with them. But there's no
collaborating with them.
Yeah, I mean, there's no talking to a fucking pedophile, dude. All politicians are pedophiles.
They ultimately declined to take the contract. If I get Zorhan and he wants to do an interview with me, I don't want to give that to them. Another thing, creators in the program are not allowed to use any funds or resources they receive as a part of the program to make content that supports or opposes any political candidate or campaign without the express authorization from Chorus in advance and in writing per the contract. Basically, what that means, you can't support Republicans without their permission. Because if you support a Democrat, it's perfectly fine. I don't know why they worded it like that, but yeah. The contracts for Wired, blah, 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 prevent standard partnership disclosures, declaring that creators would not publicize their relationship with Chorus or tell others that they are members of the program without Chorus's prior to written consent. Blah, 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 blah. The article, lawyers. Basically.
Even she has blah, blah, blah in there. Paid for by blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. So basically, this Taylor Lorenz kind of speculates that this is a way to get around FEC filing rules. Because if you're a political action committee, you'll have to file paperwork with the FCC about where your money comes from and who you give your money to. Now, this is a way to get around that, so they don't have to file paperwork with the FEC. Because then we can look it up and find out, hey, David Pakman took $100,000 from this group at such and such date. Now we know how corrupt he is, but now it's much confirmed with this article. But
God forbid we'd actually know that. It's public knowledge. But they don't want you to know that. So is the Epstein files, but they don't want you to know that either.
Yeah. So, yeah, they're all corrupt. I'm not going to go through that whole article because, I'm not interested
because Taylor
in
Lorenz is a piece of shit.
Yeah. And
I'd rather take advice from my 8-year-old son.
So is Abby Martin, that when she had Taylor Lorenz on her show that one time.
Yeah, Abby. Yeah, I mean, there are times where her Empire Files show still does good work, but for the most part, it's like, come on.
Yeah.
Like I saw a clip of one of her
Jabby Martin and Mike Feisner.
Yep.
To both of them.
Yeah. Oh my God! No, he has not been I'm just reading Earl's response. No, Jimmy Dore has not been disappointing. He's been making great videos of late. I know because I've been watching them. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm really busy. I have 3 shows. Well, 2 I took a hiatus from because I'm just so busy. I've been doing everybody's show. Yours. I do pro wrestling talk. I do my own shows. I have a full-time job on top of that.
The one annoying thing I will say that Jimmy does in his videos is that what he also can do is look into my upcoming shows at jimmydore.com. We're going to this place and that place. I'm like, you have that at the end of your shows. Don't announce them during the middle of your shows. Just it gets annoying.
Yep. So this is.
I don't know, Earl and Cowboy Kitty. I haven't been watching. I have been so busy though lately. Woo!
Yeah.
I don't know how I keep up with all this shit.
Mexican senators get into a fist fight following heated debate over U.S. military
intervention.
Get
him! Body slam him! Come on!
The only thing missing is Mexican sports commentators.
Yeah, get him! Go! Like 5 minutes. How dare you suck that guy's dick? I wasn't sucking his dick. You were sucking his dick.
Oh shit! That poor guy just got shoved to the ground.
Fine. So all get to suck his dick, all right?
Yeah, there you go. Well, according to this, they're fighting after heated debate over U.S. military intervention combating drug cartels.
Earl, to answer your question, no, I have not heard of that. You'll have to let me know about that. So
it's a joke.
Yeah, so
that was pretty cool. I was just waiting for the Mexican referee to get in the middle, and then the other guy puts a mask on, and they go lucha libre now. Yeah. That's what I was waiting for. I think counts 1, 2. Oh, he kicks out.
No, it's 1, 2,
3.
Oh, it's so close. I'm sorry, I don't know any Spanish. You'll have to help me.
Well, I don't speak Spanish either. But
well, I mean, Mexican Spanish is different than like Spain Spanish. I've been told. It's like different dialects.
Yeah, because there's a fight over allowing basically allowing
cat fight. Oh my.
And now they're
what exactly are they singing?
That's the Mexican national anthem.
Oh,
that's what I thought it was.
which is the end.
You didn't sing it right. You didn't sing it right.
He cut it out.
A cappella, con el himno
Acapella?
mexicano a cappella, concluye
Doing acapella?
esta sesión de la Comisión Permanente del Congreso de la Unión correspondiente
He's announcing the
a
end of
este
the legislative session
miércoles 27 de agosto
and
del
ignoring the fight behind him.
año. De esta manera
He's ignoring the fight
like-
behind him.
Yeah.
You notice he's not even looking. He's talking about the legislative session that just ended, but everyone's fighting each other back there.
Adios. We gotta go. Cut it.
See, the cameraman does extreme close-up to just ignore it. It's like,
en
they
el
don't-
Congreso de la Unión. Gracias por habernos acompañado.
That guy looks like he's drunk. No offense.
Mexican senators came to blow Wednesday after heated debate over alleged opposition calls for the United States to intervene militarily against drug cartels. Lawmakers Alejandro Moreno, leader of the opposition PRI party, went to the podium on Wednesday's session ended, angrily confronted Senate President Geraldo Fernandez Norna, the ruling Morena
Norona.
party.
That's who it is.
Morona. Yeah, Norona, okay. For not being given the floor.
Hold on a second, guys.
Yeah, go ahead. Moreno can be seen in the video posted to social media, pushing him and they're fighting. The brawl followed heated debate where the opposition PRI and PAN were accused of calling for U.S. military intervention, a claim that both parties denied. Norona said he filed a complaint against Moreno for bodily harm and requested legislative immunity be revoked.
All I did was push you a little bit, you little pussy. Sorry.
The debate could be very harsh, very bitter, very strong today when opposition leaders are exposed for their treason. They lose their minds because they were exposed, he said. Moreno accused Norona initiated the attack, saying on social media platform X he was the one who started the attack. He did it because he couldn't silence us with arguments.
Or I'm going to end it. Hey, my dad said, don't you start the fight, but you end it.
Yep. And both senators are involved in separate controversies. Moreno faces possible impeachment proceedings for alleged corruption during his tenure as governor of Campeche state from 2015-2019. Norona has been criticized over reports that he owns an expensive house at a time when Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum has urged public officials to live modestly.
And then in there, there's shampoo, conditioner,
Trump targeting Latin American drug cartels, blah, blah, blah. We all know what's going on here. This is the reason why they're all fighting, because Trump wants to use military force against the cartels. We'll get to this a little later. Venezuela on Tuesday deployed warships and drones to patrol the country's coastline after the United States dispatched 3 destroyers to the region to curb drug trafficking. Which is the excuse. That's the excuse of the Trump administration. Oh yeah, we're just trying to curb drug trafficking. We're not trying to surround Venezuela so we can invade it because we want their oil. We're not doing that, of course. No. That's exactly what they're doing, by the way. That's the excuse they're using. But let's see. Yeah,
well, I would have sucked dick. No, I would have sucked dick. No, you can all suck dick. All right. Okay, Mom. Thanks for the shampoo and conditioner. Wink, wink.
Oops. All right. So,
that's Mama Night for everybody.
Where is it? Why can't I find that article?
You'll find it when when you're not looking for it. That's what you'll find.
Yeah, it's annoying. Yeah, I already covered that. Yeah, so. Ooh. So this is absurd. I can't find it, but let's go to fake outrage here. This is where we are now. U.S. government building, in this case, the Department of Labor headquarters, has hung a huge portrait of Trump on the outside. This is scary times. Comparing it to the North Koreans, hanging pictures of their dear leaders outside of their buildings.
Yeah, really scary times when instead of talking about the Epstein list, which you should be talking about, you're talking about bullshit like this. Hey, Mike, you look like you suck dick all the time, so keep doing
he was a senior executive of NBC.
Hollywood, that tells me you're a pedophile.
Ultimate insider, entertainment, pop culture, and lifestyle.
Especially with that smile.
Yeah, he looks like...
Yeah, he looks like a pedophile. You look like he should, as LA Knight said, yeah. He said, you look like you should be 30 miles close to a school or something like that. Sorry. I butchered it. I tried.
Earl, everyone's lost their mind. They all do, so.
Yeah.
Do it. That's right.
So,
Mom, can I have a towel?
This is a Mexican senator that has a lot of allegations against Claudia Sheinbaum and her party. All right, let's go through this. The president of Mexico works for the cartels. She was funded by money from the cartels. It's not just the president. There's an entire group of Mexico's politicians labeled the narco politicians. Mexico is a narco state. Mexicans are afraid of the alliance between the Mexican government and the cartels. The Morena, the political party that Sheinbaum's part of, is financed by the cartels. That's how they get elected. Once they get elected, the deal from the Mexican government is then to protect the cartel.
Hold on a second, guys.
I'm sorry, Earl. I thought you said flare. It says fair.
The president of Mexico, Claudia Sheinbaum Pardo, doesn't want this information getting out. Mexicans and the politicians who are not paid off by the cartels want Donald Trump's help with the cartels. So basically, this is a way to create the talking points that Sheinbaum and the Mexican government are protecting the cartels, so they can the administration go around her and bomb the cartels anyways without her approval, or without her government's approval. So that's what this is all about here. Again, this is what this is.
President of Mexico is furious. She's calling Mexican Senator Lili Tellez a traitor for coming on Fox Noticias with me a few days ago and saying this. Listen.
The help from the United States to fight the cartels in Mexico is absolutely welcome, and that is how the majority of Mexicans feel. The only ones who don't like that President Trump is sending help and trying to support Mexicans against the cartels are the narco politicians.
No, he isn't.
That includes
you know what he's trying to do?
Sheinbaum.
He's trying to fuck up your country just like he did ours.
They're trying to manufacture consent for U.S. bombing of the cartels, which will kill a lot of innocents, because just like we do in the Middle East, when there's a group of people in an area, we'll just bomb it and call them terrorists. Oh, it turns out it was a wedding? Oh, well, sorry, we thought they were terrorists.
Guess what? Guess who put those cartels in fucking business in the first place? Fucking Washington! So we should bomb Washington too, shouldn't we?
The U.S. government, I mean, if you read Gary Webb's books, his 2 books on the CIA and drug cartels, he was a local reporter for I think the LA Times or something back in the 80s. He wrote 2 books breaking this all down, the history of the CIA and cartels. He's writing a 3rd book, a tell-all book, and unfortunately for him, he was suicided.
He was
shot twice. He was shot twice in the back of the head, and they called it a suicide.
Of course,
he's gone. But somehow he self-deleted, according to what the coroner said. So he shot himself once in the back of the head,
or he died suddenly.
Yeah, he died suddenly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum responded.
Yeah, I read this gum. Hold on, it's just coming out of my mouth.
Saying, quote, it's not a minor issue that a senator gave an interview to a foreign media outlet calling for intervention. Here to discuss is that Mexican Senator Lili.
That's treason. You can argue that's treason, because she's calling for the U.S., basically another country, to bomb her country. That's treason. That's something very similar to what Juan Guaido did when he was president of Venezuela, which I'll get to a little later.
People didn't even know who the fuck he was.
Yeah.
They're like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
I never heard of this person.
Tellez. Senator Tellez, welcome to Fox Noticias. I'm just going to get right to it. This bitch is
whiter than I am.
Is Mexico a narco state?
Yes, it is. And we all Mexicans know about it.
So is America,
and
bitch.
Mexicans are afraid of the alliance between the Mexican government and the cartel.
So those are all the cartels and what part of Mexico they control.
How about the relationship between the cartels and America? Washington, D.C.? Who put them in business in the first place? They literally could stop the cartels from being in business from just saying no to this drug war. My God, what a concept! But they won't. They won't. They like cartels.
In particular, I think it's the Jalisco New Generation cartel. They were ex-military. They were Mexican military, and they were trained specifically to kill off the cartels and to help them arrest them. They saw how much money the cartels were making.
It's just like Sicario. I believe that's what.
Yeah, the sicarios are they're hitmen.
Like that movie. The movie.
Yeah. And eventually they saw how much money they were making, and it's like, fuck it, let's just leave the Mexican military, create our own cartel. They're one of the most dangerous and powerful cartels in Mexico.
Isn't it wonderful?
So that worked really well to train a bunch of new military just to fight the cartels, and they became a major cartel too, which they control a big part of Mexico to this day. So it's like, great job. And by the way, they got funding from the U.S. too. So
everybody gets funding from the U.S. because we're literally the terrorists now.
Can you explain?
Oh shit, I forgot. Just bear with me. I'm gonna play this, so let's bear with me once. I'll be back.
This alliance between the president, her party, the Morena party, and the cartels?
Yes, the party has financed, has given, the cartels have given so much money to these politicians, narco politicians of Morena, to get into office, to get the power. So they protect. The Mexican government protects the cartels. That is why President Chime doesn't want the strong American leadership to help Mexico defeat the cartels.
Oh, I forgot.
And also Chime doesn't want the rest of the world to know what is happening here in Mexico. We are on the steps to be the next Venezuela. She is aligned with Venezuela.
What's wrong with Venezuela?
What's wrong with Venezuela, you stupid bitch? Go suck a dick, because that looks like what you do all day.
Basically, Mexico's
My son has bigger brains than you.
Basically, Mexico is on track to become Venezuela, a socialist state that tries to help people.
How? What?
That's the thing.
They're going to be capitalists, yes.
I'm not going to go through a bunch of that, but you
my
get the point.
8-year-old son, who will be 9 in October, my 8-year-old son knows what communism is and what capitalism is. And trust me, he can literally outwit her, a stupid Mexican senator who's supposed to know what communism and capitalism is, but none of them know anything. And the fucking Fox News host is too busy sucking a dick and so much of an airhead, she doesn't know what it is either. Communism is not capitalism, you fucking retards. Fucking look it up.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All communism is public owned. It's not a boo scary word. Boogie, boogie, boogie.
I was going to say that what Kid would say.
That's for Kit Cabello. That's for my guy. No, I'm serious. Like, if you don't know the difference between communism and capitalism, you shouldn't even be near a fucking White House. You should not be a senator. You should not be a politician. All you do is you just fearmonger all fucking day long. Trust me, my 8-year-old son, again, can't make this up. He knows the difference between capitalism and communism. And he's 8.
Yep. So I think that we know kind of where the next war is going to be, or at least the administration's intentions.
War, baby.
Venezuela orders naval patrols as U.S. warships head to southern Caribbean. Venezuela's Maduro also has mobilized a pro-government militia in response to recent U.S. provocations. So, U.S. Defense Minister has ordered drone and naval patrols along the Venezuela coast in response to U.S. deploying a group of warships in the southern Caribbean. According to Al Jazeera, Venezuelan Defense Minister Vladimir Pradino announced a significant deployment of drones.
How many Vladimirs are there?
That's a good question. As many as there needs to be.
Deployment of drones and warships, including larger vessels further north in our territorial waters. Last week, the U.S. deployed 3 Navy destroyers to the waters near the Venezuela's coast, and on Monday, Reuters reported that the U.S. are also sending a Navy cruiser and a nuclear-powered fast-attack submarine to the region. Okay, so why a nuclear powered what is it? nuclear-powered fast-track submarine to the region. Why? What are you going to do that for? I mean, you just, risking a military nuclear war for no reason. So this is last week's article. Trump administration deploys 3 U.S. Navy destroyer and 4,000 troops near Venezuela. The U.S. appears to be moving towards another regime change effort against Maduro over unsubstantiated claims that he's a leader of a cartel. By the way, that's the new propaganda tactic. Remember, first he stole elections. That's why that Trump tried to get rid of him in the first term. He stole the election, and Juan Guaido was supposed to be the real president, but he didn't win.
And remember, Bernie's also anti-Maduro.
Yeah, that was the first talking point, and Trump just named Juan Guaido president, and the entire the entire West took him seriously. They did economic deals with him. They did everything. They did like he's like the real leader. I'm like, why? What are you doing? It's like he's never going to be president. Like
I just don't know why Bernie would hate Trump, even though he agrees with him on a lot of policies.
Yeah. All right. So this is another push for regime change. One U.S. official told Reuters that a total of 4,000 U.S. sailors and Marines are expected to be committed to the Trump administration's efforts in the southern Caribbean region. U.S. officials say that the deployment is an effort to combat threats from Latin America drug cartels, as the U.S. made the unsubstantiated claim that Maduro was the leader of a cartel. The accusation goes back to the first Trump administration, when then Attorney General Bill Barr indicted the Venezuelan leader over claims of narco-terrorism. The claim was made over alleged cocaine trafficking, even though data showed at the time that the vast majority of cocaine coming into the U.S. went to the Eastern Pacific rather than the Venezuelan Caribbean waters. So, of course, they called him he stole elections, he's a narco-terrorist. Whatever narrative we have to put out there to get rid of him, that's what we're going to do. And the first time didn't work. And the second time probably not going to work either this time. Caroline Levitt.
The definition of insanity.
Yeah, just keep trying to do the same thing over and over again and make sure that it doesn't work. It's like this.
Don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
I don't think he understands that, though.
President Trump has been very clear and consistent. He is prepared to use every element of American power to stop drugs from flooding into our country and bringing those responsible to justice. The Maduro regime is not the legitimate government of Venezuela. Bullshit. Yes, they are. It's a narco-terror cartel, and Maduro it's in the view of this administration is not the legitimate president. Then who is? He is the
if only Steph was on right now, and she would be saying that Carolyn sucks dick.
Yeah,
suck a dick.
That's exactly.
She'll be back. So he's been indicted in the United States for trafficking drugs into the country. Yeah, it's no evidence. It's just a meaningless indictment. It's like when they indicted the Russians for allegedly hacking into our elections, which was laughable then. They damn well knew that the Russians would never send those citizens over there to be tried. So just a waste of time. The Trump administration taken other steps that signal another attempt at a regime change in Venezuela, including increasing the bounty on Maduro's head from $25 to $50 million, and labeling cartels specially designated global terrorists, including the Cartel de los Soles, a term used to describe an alleged network of Venezuelan officials involved in drug trafficking that doesn't exist as an organization. So the Cartel de Soles is just a made-up term by Trump and the administration in order to claim that multiple Maduro officials are involved in this too. Just totally made up. The U.S. designated the so-called Cartel de los Soles over claims that it supports Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua and Mexican Sinaloa cartel. However, a recently declassified U.S. intelligence memo said it was unlikely that Maduro's government cooperates or even with or directs TDA, and Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum has denied that there's any evidence linking Maduro to Sinaloa. It's just a total lie. Total bullshit.
So this is interesting. I just read that tomorrow, Jimmy Dore's premiering a show called Grab 'em by the Pussy.
Oh, God. Maduro said Monday in response to threats from the administration, he would deploy millions of members of a pro-government militia across the country. This week, I will activate a special plan more than 4.5 million militiamen to ensure coverage of the entire national territory, militias that are prepared, activated, and armed, he said. While the Trump administration taking steps to add pressure on Maduro, it also recently reversed a ban on Chevron pumping oil in Venezuela, and Venezuelan oil is now on its way to the U.S. Of course, that's what it's about. This right here. Mm-hmm. They don't care. They don't care about Maduro. They don't care about the people. They don't care about anything. They just care. They want that Venezuelan oil coming to the U.S. So if they have to remove Maduro by a military coup or kill him or whatever they have to do, but he doesn't have much time as the president of Venezuela. So
yeah, just replace John Bolton with John Bolton.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's see. Let's go back to this more recent article. Last week, the official reason for the deployment is to combat drug cartels, but they are a sign the U.S. may be pushing for another regime change effort in Venezuela. The U.S. claims that Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro is a cartel leader, but has not provided any evidence for the accusation. The U.S. says Maduro is the leader of a cartel de los soles, a term used to describe a network of Venezuelan government and military officials who are allegedly involved in drug trafficking, but does not actually exist as an organization with a leadership structure. Does not stop the U.S. from labeling the group a terrorist organization, declaring Maduro its leader, with zero evidence, by the way. The U.S. also increased the blah, blah, blah. I already read all of this. In response to the pressure, so in his comments Monday, Maduro insisted, unlike Colombia, Venezuela is free of coca leaf crops and free of cocaine production. So that's our next major war here. It's going to be in Venezuela, not anywhere else. Maybe even Mexico. Look, at this point, the Trump administration is like so obsessed with pretending that they're tough guys and trying to get rid of drugs in the street that they are willing to basically do whatever, kill people. You end up killing innocents too, because it's, we just have to start more wars. And we have to make sure that. Let's see. So I'll do that tomorrow. There's something here that okay, no, this is from last week. Okay, so let's see. So,
sorry. My son was calling me. Speaking of my son, he just wanted to say hi to me.
We were talking about Venezuelan, why Trump wants to invade Venezuela, and it's basically about the oil. Venezuela has a shit ton of oil.
I heard someone say, I don't know if it was a politician one time, and they're like, well, what's no, I think it was a corporation. What's our oil doing under their land? I went, wow, you're a piece of shit.
So basically the administration is putting 4,000 troops and submarines and warships on Venezuela's border, and the excuse is drug cartels. And allegedly, Maduro is a leader of a drug cartel called the Cartel de los Soles, even though there's not a shred of evidence of this. But, the administration's going forward with it, kind of like they did in the first term when they just named Juan Guaido as the president of Venezuela, even though he was never in charge.
And now look at Guaido now.
Oh, God.
Where is he? Living in the U.S. or is he in jail? I don't know where he's at.
No one. After that sighting at a restaurant where they were throwing shit at him.
Yeah.
I think he's living in the U.S. now. He's a good boy for the empire. So so now he's living here in the U.S. So
people they were like,
he was at a restaurant.
Juan Guaido, dude.
Yeah.
I never heard of this shit. Oh, those fucking Americans always trying to ruin Venezuela.
Yep.
Only in Spanish. I'm sorry. I can't say that in Spanish. Sorry. You'll have to teach me Spanish there, Angel. Because I don't know.
Yeah. So let's go to this. Let me see. Oops. Why can't it work?
And trust me when I say I don't yet. Hopefully I don't, but everyone in my house has got the touch of the allergies going on. I'm glad I don't have that shit anymore.
So
God, Microsoft.
This is Microsoft fires 2 employees after protests over the company's Israel's ties and office break-in. The company cites serious breaches after activists entered Brad Smith's office demanding an end to Israel ties. So instead of ending Israel ties, it just fired the employees and basically told them to go fuck themselves. So
you peasants.
Microsoft said Thursday it terminated 2 employees who broke into the president's Brad Smith's office earlier in the week during a protest over company's alleged ties to Israel. The firings followed demonstration Tuesday by 7 current and former employees of the company's Redmond headquarters. The activists affiliated with the group No Azure for Apartheid entered Smith's office to demand that Microsoft end what they described as direct and indirect support for Israel and its war on Gaza. No Azure for Apartheid, the group named after Microsoft flagship cloud computing service Azure, identified the dismissed employees on Instagram as Riki Family and Anna Haddle. 2 employees were terminated today following serious breaches of company policy and a code of conduct, the Microsoft spokesman said to CNBC in a statement.
Wow, Microsoft, go suck a dick, because seriously, this is just getting old at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, first the Xbox debacle, and now this.
You're worried about stupid Xboxes? No, I'm serious. My coworker was working on an Xbox. He goes, "Shit, how do you get this shit apart?" I don't know. There's a YouTube video.
When they were firing their employees, when they fired 9,000 employees.
Oh, they all. Yeah, I mean that's what rich people do. They fuck poor people over. That's their job. They like the Israel ties because Israel supplies them with the fucking little kids that they're fucking.
Yeah.
Bill Gates is a pedophile, guys. I'm not going to make that up. And I'm not going to grovel for him just because I work on computers with fucking Microsoft. You know, it's shit.
Yeah. So the company described the incidents as unlawful break-ins at the executive offices, and they said they violated workplace expectations. So this is just workplace expectations.
Shut your bitch ass up.
And just learn how to spell expectations.
Protesters on Tuesday gathered inside the office of Microsoft President Brad Smith in Building 34, where they chanted slogans and held banners. One sign renamed the office as the My Abude building, honoring a Palestinian software engineer from Gaza killed in Israeli strike in 2023. Another banner called on Microsoft to cut ties with Israel, along other demands. Police arrested 7 people entered Smith's office, the report said. Bloomberg previously reported that Microsoft has faced a small but persistent revolt over the past year from employees urging the company to end its business ties with Israel amid the Gaza war. The company.
Why would they do that?
Remember? He reportedly sought help from the FBI, who worked with local law enforcement to monitor and suppress protests.
Right?
You hear that?
Right, Alex, you gotta get off the computer.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I have to get off now. So.
All right, later, dude.
All right.
All right, later.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you see that the company sought help from the FBI.
Of course, FBI is full of pedophiles.
And the FBI, then they work with local law enforcement to monitor and suppress the protests. The latest demonstration follows reports that Israel's Unit 8200 used Microsoft Azure to store Palestinian phone call recordings. Earlier this year, the Associated Press revealed to Microsoft partnership with the Israeli Defense Ministry to process intelligence for target selection. After the AP report, Microsoft said in an internal interview, found no evidence that Azure or its AI technologies were used to target or harm people in Gaza. That's bullshit. While it did not publish the review, the company said it would share factual findings for a follow-up review prompted by The Guardian once completed. Israel's killed 63,000 Palestinians in Gaza since October 2023. The military campaign has devastated the enclave, which is facing famine, rendering it uninhabitable.
Oh, but Angel, oh, sorry. Israel has a right to exist. Sorry.
Yep.
I fucked it up, but I fixed it.
That's the allegation.
That was pathetic.
Yes. I love Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, so that's that.
That was suck a dick. Okay. I can't make it sound as cool as he says it.
Yeah, so let's see here.
Shut your bitch ass up. That's what I got to say about that. Oh, did you like the PSYOP? You know, the Christian school that got shot up? Oh, what a PSYOP. Get better PSYOPs.
Oh, yeah, that one. I didn't really cover that because it's just so... Now, allegedly, it was a trans woman or man who killed all these people at the church. And that's used as an excuse to hammer down on trans rights.
People. Yeah.
They're going to use that as an excuse to hammer down on trans people rights, and
it's going to be
they're already doing it to. They're already doing it to homosexuals. You know, they're trying to take away gay marriage.
Gay guys. They'll do it to gay people all day long. Again, the Supreme Court is going to hear hearings about gay marriage, and I'm telling you, Pennsylvania, you may not be able. They may not recognize your gay marriage. And my neighbor just got married. And I think that's appalling. And I think that if you are against gay marriage by now, you are gay yourself and fighting it. Just come out. You like sucking dick or you like sucking pussy. I don't care what you want to do. Whatever you do in your bedroom is your business. But for fuck's sake, you have no right to tell another consenting adult who wants to have sex with another consenting adult what they have to do and why they can't get married, or they don't have it rights because they're gay or bi or whatever. You don't get to make that fucking decision. Your fucking Bible is not the law. I don't know how many fucking Christians I got to tell that to. And like I said, if you're against gay marriage, you are fucking gay and fighting it. Just come out and say you like to eat dick. It's okay. We don't care. Nobody cares anymore. Whoopee.
Bruh.
All right. So, U.S.-funded hunger monitor concurs with UN-backed IPC that famine is occurring in Gaza. The U.S. government-funded hunger monitor has concurred with the UN-backed interrogated food security phase classification that famine is taking place in the Gaza Strip. I don't think we really need reports to tell us that. I mean, we see it. The reports we see the videos. I don't need a report to tell me it's famine going on in Gaza. People are being starved to death on purpose, and we don't really need reports. But the Famine Early Warning Systems Network, which has been historically funded by the U.S. Agency for International Development (USAID), issued a report August 22nd, the same day the IPC report, stating that a famine is going on in Gaza Governorate, which includes Gaza City. So, they report that the famine is also likely occurring in North Gaza, and that the situation may be even worse there, but it couldn't be officially confirmed due to a lack of data. The report said that the famine is projected to begin in Khan Yunis and Deir al-Balala governorates by the end of...
I'm sorry. That's funny.
By the end of September, unless immediate action is taken. Current projected famine classification is in phase 5, and 3 governorates reached jointly with the Integrated Phase Classification Partnership and independently reviewed by the Famine Review Committee, FEWS News said. So there's, food. I can't really look at that pictures.
No, I mean, that little boy screaming because he's so hungry.
Yeah.
Look, guys, what they do over there, they will do over here. They will starve us because we are the peasants. They don't care about us. I can't stress enough how they don't care about our kids, and they just want to fuck them because they're all pedophiles. Let's put it that way. Every rich person is a pedophile. Now, I got told that that's delusional thinking, but it's not. Again, name me one, and I'll wait. Name me one rich person that is literally advocating for those Epstein files to come out. Just one. I just need one rich person that is literally saying we need to release the Epstein files. And Musk doesn't count because that was all just a psyop anyway.
Yeah.
Musk doesn't want the Epstein files to come out because his name is fucking on it. Trust me.
Yeah. Manpower. So this is interesting. Again, I just saw this, so it's like depleted disillusion. Israeli army manpower crisis worsen ahead of Gaza City takeover. Israeli army officers and soldiers are reporting a significant drop in reservists showing up for duty. So there's a silver lining here. A lot of even the Israeli military kind of tired of this. No, thank you. No, no, thank you. I don't want to support. Hold on. The exhaustion and disillusionment facing the Israeli army has threatened to complicate Tel Aviv's plan for the upcoming assault to seize and occupy Gaza City, according to soldiers and officers cited by the New York Times on August 28th. It's not clear how many of them will return to the fight. The report notes how a growing number of Israeli army reservists has not been showing up for service. Around a dozen officers and soldiers told the New York Times they are depleted and exhausted units, adding that 40-50% of their comrades are not turning up for duty. Others said that there are soldiers who had just dropped out of the military due to belief that the war is no longer just. A handful of soldiers have faced penalties for failing to report for duty, whilst others have served short prison sentences. 4 Israeli security sources confirmed to the New York Times the Israeli Army Chief Eliel Zamir's opposition to the occupation plans, in part due to the soldiers' fitness to serve. Zamir has also expressed concerns over the danger that the operation poses to Israeli captives and the strain that were placed on the army. I don't think the general here understands that it's not about the Israeli hostages. You think Netanyahu cares about those hostages?
It was never about hostages. This was always about killing Arabs or whatever you want to say. If you want to say the other word, whatever. Sorry, we're not politically correct here. Arabs, whatever, etc., etc. This is literally just a cop out about, oh, what about the hostages? Again, guys, I can't stress this enough. There were articles coming out about the fact that they killed their own hostages. Israel killed their own hostages because they thought they were Arabs talking in their language. No, they fucking didn't. They fucking knew it was their own hostages and they killed them anyway. So enough of this bullshit about, oh, what about the hostages? Go suck a dick.
The shortfall would make completing the operation more difficult. Omir Dank, an Israeli military analyst and Air Force reservist, said, "We keep trying to squeeze everything we can without real strategic planning. The current model is unsustainable. The army is exhausted." Other analysts are cited as saying the reservists have done hundreds of days of service, negatively affecting their home lives, education, and work. One soldier told the New York Times that a 100-man company had decreased to 60 troops. Another said half his team showed up during the reservist call late last year. Due to the manpower issue, Israel's High Court last year ordered the conscription of ultra-Orthodox religious students who have been for years exempted from service. This is called the crisis in Israel, with ultra-Orthodox parties demanding an exception law and even some withdrawing from the government. So that was always a kind of like a rule that was in place that the ultra-Orthodox Jews didn't have to serve in the military. But now even they're so desperate for manpower that they're forcing them into service too, which is leading to a crisis in Israel, political crisis for Netanyahu. Because if the ultra-Orthodox are pissed off at him, they can very easily leave the government and not give Netanyahu a government, for him to serve.
All Christians can't serve in the military. That is so fun. First of all, that wasn't true. It was only if you were a poor Christian. So if you were a poor person, guess what? You're going overseas. It didn't fucking matter. You were going into the military. If you were a rich Christian or a rich rich, whatever. If you were rich, you basically, you had bone spurs, my ass cheeks, but you still sat around on your ass and sucked dick all day. That's how you got rich in the first place. So you know, it's what it is.
Most Israeli soldiers are just doing like this.
Give me some of the pain and let me die.
That's exactly right.
They're
exactly right.
They're giving up pretty much. The Israeli army in April extended mandatory service by 4 months due to the manpower crisis. Israel Army Radio reported last week the military is considering reaching out to Jewish diaspora to encourage recruitment, diaspora abroad to encourage recruitment of 18, 25-year-olds, particularly in France and the U.S. So now they're so desperate that they're reaching out to Jews in the U.S. and Europe, in France in particular, in order to get them to come over to serve.
Please play The Rock now.
Yeah, it's like, really, you're gonna call up the U.S. and Western Jews to come serve, and some of them have. There's a congressman I think who served in the Israeli military, the IDF, and he's a congressman here in the U.S.
Shut your bitch ass up.
That's right. Shut your bitch ass up and go serve in your military and die like the dogs you are.
Yeah, so they're getting young Jews here in the U.S. to basically fly over there, serve in their military, possibly die.
No, that's not. No. Yeah. Fight your own fucking battles, you fucking assholes.
The army said 130,000 Israeli reserve soldiers would be called up for the assault in Gaza City. In April, around 1,000 Israeli reserve soldiers from the Air Force signed a letter of protest demanding the prioritization of returning captives from Gaza over the continuation of the war, which they said is being waged for personal and political reasons. Again, they're 100% right there, but Netanyahu doesn't care about the Israeli captives. He's using them in order to justify the invasion of Gaza and the bombing of Gaza and the destruction of Gaza.
They are just pawns in this game that they call a genocide against Gaza. Don't let Netanyahu, do not let him fool you. He does not give a fuck about those hostages, or we'd already have them back by now. They're just using them as pawns, just like they use our military. The military are pawns because they're poor people who can't fucking get ahead and can't become rich. So they have to die overseas for useless wars about nothing. Mm-hmm. About, I didn't get to suck his dick, so I have a war with you. That's all this is about. They don't care.
The military is this, or at least some of the military saying this.
Go fuck yourself.
So that's right. And Earl, I just want to say, when you said you're in Tennessee, all I kept thinking was good old Rocky Top, Tennessee. That came in my head. It came in my head. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was never about hostages. It will never be about hostages. I just and then when we were talking about it, all I heard was, do you condemn Hamas? No, I don't. Yeah. Go suck a dick.
Yeah, so let's see here. Videos. All right, let's get to Israeli war crimes. So, which is like standard. Basically, it's.
Oh, gee, how much time you got? We could talk about that all day.
Oh yeah, it's just for too much, It's like
fuck. Israel was also 9/11.
Here we go again.
Yeah. Oh shit. Here we go again. That's right.
Video confirms Israeli troops fired 3 tank shells at Gaza's Nasir hospital. Israel's repeatedly changed the story to justify a double tap strike that killed 22 people, including journalists and rescue workers. A double tap is basically, if you guys remember from Iraq, they would bomb a place, wait until rescue services arrive, and then bomb it again.
Bomb them again.
Double tap. That's what it was called, a double tap. George W. Bush did it. Obama did it. Trump, Biden, and now Trump again. So, to be fair, the U.S. hasn't bombed Gaza directly. Not yet, at least, even though we do it indirectly through Israel. So we can take the blame for this, by the way. So that's my opinion.
Macy.
New video. Yeah, new video shows. Where am I reading? New video shows that a double tap attack occurred carried out by Israeli forces on the hospital in Gaza involved 3 separate munitions, 1 in the first strike and 2 in the second. The August 25th attack on the Nasir hospital in the southern city of Khan Yunis in Gaza killed 22 people, including health workers, emergency response crew, and 5 journalists. On the morning of the strike, Reuters journalist Hossam al-Masiri was operating a live stream from the exterior stairwell of the top floor of the Nasir hospital. At 10:09 a.m., an Israeli munition targeted Masari, killing him and 1 other man. So another journalist killed. By the way, that's a war crime. You can't go around killing journalists, but Israel gets to ignore that because the U.S. protects them, and the U.S. ignores it all the time and kills journalists too. But we can get away with it, and so can Israel.
Well, yeah, that's because there are no rules when it comes to the U.S. or the U.S. military or Israel, because unfortunately we have all the power. The problem is that in a little bit they're going to be doing the same bullshit here to us poor people. They're literally going to be bombing us and then double tapping when people come by to rescue us. They don't care. Rich people don't care. They have robots now that are their sex slaves and can be made into kid robots, and literally they can just fuck them all day long. So why do you need the useless class?
Yeah. At 10:09 a.m., journalists and rescue workers rushed to the stairwell to look for survivors. At 10:17 a.m., as rescue workers were carrying a body down the stairwell, a second and third Israeli strike, milliseconds apart, targeted the stairwell, killing 20 more. 1 shell hit the staircase where the first responders had gathered. A fraction of a second later, another explodes in almost the same spot. CNN wrote describing the video. Director of the Armament Research Services said that the munitions were likely fired by 2 separate tanks at the same time. The impact of 2 projectiles at nearly the same exact moment suggests 2 tanks may have fired into the target simultaneously, they told CNN. It's hard to read too much into that, but it suggests a more carefully coordinated attack rather than a single vehicle firing at a target of opportunity. Modern tank guns, supported by sensors and systems of modern tanks, are very precise. So they can't claim it was a mistake because, these are modern tanks and computers and AI and stuff. So
well, and you notice that
it was not a mistake.
It wasn't a mistake. But you notice how Israel stopped fucking with Iran after they got blowback.
Yeah. In a gruesome video filmed in the seconds and after the second and third strike, scores of bodies can be seen on staircases in both the top and the floor below, CNN added. The 5 journalists that were killed were Reuters journalist Hossam al-Masari, Al Jazeera cameraman Mohammed Salma, Independent Arabian AP journalist Maryam Abu Dhaka, and CNN or NBC journalist Muhath Abu Taha.
Hey, if you guys think you can do better on these names, you go for it. Woo, that's a tongue twister.
Journalist Ahmed Abu Aziz later succumbed to his wounds, which were sustained in the same attack. This is actual bombing. Oh shit, that was too loud. This is the actual bombing of the hospital. So, oops. Hold on. Hopefully it's not too loud, but there it is. There, another one there. The second shell is in red there. The third one immediately right
because this is going to be Israel. Mark my words, this will be Israel. Mm-hmm. What goes around comes around, Israel, and you're asking for it.
The 4th floor balcony and staircase area of the Nasir hospital was frequently used as a live camera position by Reuters, AP, and other international media outlets. Journalists also gathered in the stairwell to try to get cell service to upload their reports. So it was well known that this spot in the hospital was used for live camera reports and positions by journalists and multiple news organizations, and to also get cell signals to upload their reports. This is all common knowledge. So Israel can't say this was an accident. They did it on purpose. They wanted to kill these journalists,
and they'll keep doing it on purpose because they don't care.
For daring to report about their war crimes in Gaza. So they targeted that stairwell on purpose in order to kill journalists, and they succeeded, unfortunately. So they killed. This is a war crime. You can't purposely target journalists. You can claim
you can, because again, Israel gets away with everything. And again, and this goes back to, they let an Israel journalist, no, he was just a rich fuck, I think. He was a rich fucking pedophile, and they let him go to Israel.
Yeah, we covered that last week.
Case. I rest my
case. They had an Israeli agent who was caught up in a sting, that he was trying to inappropriately do inappropriate sexual things to children, let's say. And the judge released him with no bail or no bail, no conditions, didn't give up his passport. The first thing he did as soon as he got released, went on a plane and went back to Tel Aviv.
And they went, oh, shucks. Oh, we just missed him.
Yeah,
we missed him on purpose, you fucking idiots, because you love pedophiles because you are one.
Yeah, so the state is alleged the Trump administration was involved in pressuring his release so he can go back to Israel. The State Department denies it, but I don't believe them. Because this is what they would do, to protect an Israeli official. So,
and not to mention pedophiles. I mean, the State Department is also full of pedophiles. Everybody's a pedophile. If you're rich and a politician, if you're rich, you are a pedophile. Period.
As international condemnation grew from following the strike, the Israeli military claimed that Hamas was using a camera on the stairwell. Of course, you know what? I should put that on the soundboard. Somebody saying Hamas or Netanyahu saying Hamas, because every time or Piers Morgan, I got to put that on the soundboard. So every time I see the Israeli military blaming Hamas, just put Netanyahu saying Hamas, because that's always their excuse. Hamas was using a camera on the stairwell to monitor his troop movements, even though only the Reuters camera was present. So only the Reuters camera was there, but they claimed it was a Hamas camera, of course. So that's why it justified their bombing.
And here's the kicker. It's like, Hamas, boogie, 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 boogie. No, Israel, go fuck yourself.
Yep. So the military claimed that 6 of those killed were terrorists from Hamas or the Palestinian Islamic Jihad. However, Sky News examined social media pages and obituary for each one of these 6 people and found that only one, Omar Abu Tahim, was a resistance fighter. The Israeli security official speaking with CNN acknowledged that the Israeli forces received authorization to strike a camera with a drone. The source said Israeli forces instead fired 2 tank shells, the first at the camera and the second at the crowd gathered on the stairwells to help with the rescue efforts. So they were allegedly supposed to fire a drone at the camera. Instead, they fired full-blown military munitions.
No, my ass cheeks. They wanted to kill those people. And they would have stopped at nothing. It had nothing to do. If it was a drone, my ass cheeks. It was.
They were supposed to be a drone, allegedly, but
allegedly, but they're just going. Whoa! It wasn't me. I wasn't there.
They fired a full tank munition, so I don't believe him for a second.
Nope.
Yeah, nope.
Shut
your bitch ass up.
The shocking thing is why the Israeli Air Forces hit journalists on the 4th floor, and then when we sent our humanitarian staff to rescue them, they attacked again. Stated Dr. Mohammed Sakir, the director of nursing at Nasir Hospital. What was the point of this? Why insist on killing us? We are working in a humanitarian area in a health facility. We should be protected according to international regulations and rules.
Because they hate you.
You should be, but you're not.
They don't want you on the earth. I don't know why Zionists have it in their head that somehow the Nazis were somehow Arabs and Islamic or Muslim. I don't know why they have it in their fucking head. It's like, Angel, you beat me up, and a man turns around and beats up my dad. That's what that would want to.
Yeah, it made no sense. I mean, he didn't do anything. But yeah, it's like Israel basically told those journalists, like,
surprise, motherfucker,
and just blow you up.
Yeah. I mean, this makes me sick. They're like, why are you killing us? Because they hate you. They hate you. They do not want you to exist. Just like rich people don't want poor people to exist. This is all happening because Israel has it in their head that somehow if they kill all the Arabs that they'll be fine and they'll be safe on the earth. Bullshit.
No. The The Palestinian ambassador told the UN that the Palestinian ambassador to the UN told the UN Security Council on Thursday that Israeli military's recent double tap on Gaza hospital was premeditated. They know that. They won't. The Security Council can't do anything because the U.S. is going to veto anything they try to do. So that's why, telling them, they know it. The rest of the countries in the Security Council knows it. But the U.S. is not going to allow any sanctions against Israel because they are a protected state. Just like Saudi Arabia is, and just like Ukraine is becoming. They're a protected state. They can do whatever they want because the U.S. lets them get away with it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. They don't care about international law. That hasn't been a thing for over decades. They don't care. They're war criminals, and they do not care. All they want to do is wipe you off of the face of the earth because they don't like you. They don't like your religion. They don't like the color of your skin. They don't like what you do. They don't like what you say. They don't like your language. They don't like anything about you. So this is where we need to wake up and realize that Israel are the terrorists. They are the terrorists. And America, we are the terrorists. Not we as in poor people, but the rich people that are pedophiles in the fucking White House.
Yep. So
I laugh every time someone says, "Oh, we're going to fight back against crime." I'm like, "Are you going to start with the White House? No, then go suck a dick."
The second strike on this year hospital is premeditated strike on medics and journalists who arrived at the scene after the first strike. While the world demands a permanent ceasefire, Israel continues its crime. Where else is the killing of so many civilians and journalists tolerated?
Yeah, well, you can shit in one hand and wish in the other and see which fills up faster, because I guarantee you the U.S. does not care. And I mean, the U.S. doesn't like Muslims either. They don't like Jews, but they certainly don't like Muslims a lot more.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, Israel, you really think that after you kill all the Arabs that you're just going to be safe? You do know who the Nazis were, you fucking morons, right? I want to know this. You do know the Nazis wanted to kill all Jews. The Nazis wanted to kill all of you. I don't understand. And now you take it out on the Muslims. You become the Nazis that you once feared.
Yeah,
guess what? Wake up, Israel. You are now the Nazis.
So the war crimes keep coming. So it's just...
Another one.
Yeah.
Another one.
You should get the one that Kid has. The one that Kid has is all lives will be revealed.
That one, yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta find that and get a
for my man Kid.
So you just keep going with that all day. Yeah, in fact, it's 9/11. Good point, Mima.
Israel had something to do with that, along with their Arab. Saudi did have something to do with it, and they are Arabs. So I'm kind of confused, like how Israel came into it, because are you saying that Israel sided with Muslims to take down America so that America could kill more Muslims? I know they were a part of it. I just don't understand why they would do that.
There's two things here. One, after 9/11, international law and war crimes, all that ended. The U.S. has no respect for it anymore. They're going to use the War Powers Act, the one that authorized the war against terrorism, to justify every single invasion we had since 9/11 without congressional authorization, by the way.
Well, and it's also surveillance has skyrocketed through the roof, and that's also
after 9/11 too.
Yeah, that's because Israel wanted to get us all on digital IDs and
which is
digital currencies, and they want us all to perish.
That's starting. The administration is we got the real IDs now, and they're starting to push digital IDs to to have your ID on your phone. Also, when we're talking about 9/11, I tend to think that Israel and Saudi Arabia kind of came together as like, okay, we need the U.S. to start all these wars in the Middle East against our enemies.
Right.
How do we do that? We attack their homeland.
Yeah, it was a convenient.
It was they came together temporarily for convenience, for political reasons, in order to do 9/11, which is why 18 to 21 hijackers were Saudis. Also the White House or the United States government covered up the Saudi Arabia involvement for decades. And then for no reason, right when Saudi kind of started turning on the U.S. with Israel, that immediately there was a CBS report talking about the Saudi connection to 9/11. Immediately, like that. As soon as they slightly turned on the U.S. And then MBS got his mind right and kind of stopped that. So, and then that story kind of went
away.
Wait
a minute, Earl. Are you saying that somehow I'm what do you mean Angel has patience? Patience for what? What did I do?
You have the patience of a saint. I appreciate your inner calm. It's impressive. Things talking about me.
Oh, because I'm yelling? I can't help it. This shit pisses me off. I'm surprised more people aren't yelling about this.
Yeah, the reason why I talked about this before, when I don't really, I mean, I do want to do what Witchy does, but since I'm kind of I'm bipolar, and once I get very angry, it's hard for me to calm down. And when I do get angry, I break shit. So I don't let myself get to that point. So yes, I'm very angry on the inside, but you're not going to see it here because I just don't want to, I can't calm down after that. So, or it takes me a long time. So, yeah, I mean, that's why I have to be a little detached, even though I don't want to be, and it upsets me too. So that's why I do it like that. But that's why I have Witchy to yell for me, I guess.
Well, and Earl, remember, I have an 8-year-old son who will be 9 in October, goddess willing. And again, I hate to bring up kick a dead horse, but Jimmy was correct when he said that what they do over there, they will do over here. And the thought of my son passing away because, he's starving to death. I would say to my son, please eat me, because I would want him to live on and not starve to death. That's the kind of thing, because I know a lot of people on here, except for Mima, I think she's a grandmother. She knows what it's like to have kids, and what you do for your kids, you will do. You will sacrifice everything for your children. It's something that us parents, we just do, if you're a good parent, of course. So when I get upset, I see, like, when I see these pictures of all these starving kids in Gaza and bomb kids, they actually had a picture of one on X the other day, and I had to scroll right past it because I was like, my God, that looks so much. In my mind, that's my son laying there, passed away, deleted because of some asshole who didn't like him for the color of his skin, his religion, his thoughts, his whatever. Just because you didn't like someone, you hate them, you want to wipe them from the earth. This person, this child, passed away because someone hated them that much. Because they couldn't fuck them, I guess. But no, I'm trying to be serious. So that's why I yell. I yell because my son, I can't imagine him doing, I can't imagine that being my son, because I don't want to imagine it. Because I will kill every motherfucker who took his life. And I don't give a goddamn who you are. I don't care if you're the fucking president of the United States. I don't care if you're the president or prime minister of Mexico. I don't care if you are fucking Netanyahu. I will kill you if you take my son's life. And that is a threat. And I don't care if I go to jail for it. Tell me that it literally, any parent out there who's watching or loves to watch our show, tell me you wouldn't do the same thing for your children. Because I guarantee you, every parent out there who loves their child unconditionally would do the same exact thing that I just said.
I'm sure. And if you're a good parent, I'm sure you would. So let's get to the U.S. announces plan to arm Ukraine with thousands of long-range cruise missiles. So Donald Trump claimed during the campaign last year that he would end the Ukraine war in 24 hours. Since he's failed, I wish we could do this.
Donald Trump? Yeah!
I know, Earl, I'm just picking on you, but I mean, seriously, he doesn't. I would rather Angel text me all night and be like, "This is what I'm mad about. Can we talk about this?" Yes, let's talk about this. Rather than you throwing things and breaking things, and I would rather Angel have like therapy, even though he can't afford it, through contacting me if that's necessary. than have him like go to jail because he's breaking stuff.
You do interrupt Angel, handles it like a good dad.
Well, I try not
to. So Mima says, can you imagine how it felt when my grandson joined the Navy? They forced jabs and he missed roll call, had a heart attack. I have been filled with rage. He's out of the Navy now. Wow. Sorry that happened to your grandson.
I would, I would have killed every motherfucker who, if he had passed Mima, I literally would have killed this motherfucker. So I've been like, I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care if you are literally the president of the United States. You will fucking die.
They forced the vaccine onto all of us, but especially in the military. I mean, it was they just experimented with
military
them.
had to. It was guidelines. Or they would kick you out.
And you know, unfortunately, myocarditis is a major issue with said vaccine. Oh, by the way, I do have to say this. It's been a while since we're on YouTube. I mean, make sure you take all your vaccines. You know, get your boosters, all that good stuff. So, you know, don't do, but you know, I have to say that because we're on the platform. So,
yeah.
All right. So Ukraine will receive thousands of extended range attack munitions, missiles in a deal that will be funded by the U.S. and several of its European allies. The Trump administration has announced it approved $825 million weapons deal that will arm Ukraine with thousands of extended range attack munitions, air-launched missiles that can hit targets from 280 miles away, and a significantly further range than any other missile that the U.S. has sent in a proxy war. The Pentagon's Defense Security Cooperation Agency said that the deal will provide Ukraine with 3,350 ERAM missiles, 3,350 embedded global positioning system, in inertial navigation systems, and other related equipment. The arms sale will be funded in part by foreign military financing, a State Department program that provides foreign governments with the money to buy U.S.-made weapons. Other funding for the deal will come from Denmark, the Netherlands, and Norway. So basically what the U.S. does, and we're doing this for decades, by the way, we take money, we give it to our allies, and make them buy U.S.-made weapons. So this is how we keep our defense industry and gun industry, you know, rolling right along. So it's basically a big welfare program, which I thought the Republicans were against welfare, but not when it comes to weapon manufacturers and the defense.
Not when it's war.
It's a big welfare program, basically. And it's hundreds of millions, hundreds of billions, trillions of dollars that goes from the U.S. to our allies, you know, all over the world, and they in turn buy a bunch of weapons that makes our contractors and our gun manufacturers extremely wealthy. And you know, and they take that money, donate it some to the politicians, and round and round this goes. You know, so it's all one big money laundering scheme, where the politicians get a lot of that money back in donations from these corporations. So it's one big, it's this, and we get very little of it, if nothing, from our government.
You spin me right round, baby, right round like a record, baby. That's what it is. I'm telling you.
The Wall Street Journal first reported on Saturday that the administration had approved a deal that the missiles would start arriving in Ukraine within 6 weeks. And at the same time, Trump is meeting Putin, like basically saying, "Oh no, we're going to do peace. We're going to do a great peace deal. We're going to do a great peace deal," and all this other. No, there's no peace. I mean, it's like because when we try to do peace in Ukraine, when Trump tried it, like in the very first term, he immediately got impeached for it. So he's kind of, you know, he doesn't want a repeat of that and that whole embarrassment. But don't worry, when the Democrats take control of Congress, the first thing they'll do, another impeachment for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So we'll be bogged down for the next 2 years. I predict Democrats like to take control of the House because they're all this anti-Trump propaganda in the media, and people are going to want to get back at Trump somehow. So they're going to elect Democrats to the House on the expectation of change. And the first thing they'll do is another impeachment and dick around for 2 years, you know, with that impeachment. So it's just Washington is like pro wrestling. I mean, we're gonna get another like a third impeachment now of Trump, and we're all gonna get I'm not gonna. I probably won't cover it. I have no interest in covering another waste of time impeachment. But that's coming. That's coming in 2027. So let's look forward to that. Up to this point, the longest range weapon in the U.S. that's provided to Ukraine is the Army Tactical Missile System, which is a munition that can be fired by the HIMARS rocket system that can hit targets up to 190 miles away. Last year, the Biden administration gave Ukraine the green light to use AITA-CMS in Russian territory, which made a significant escalation in the proxy war. In response to U.S.-backed AITA-CMS strikes on its territory, Russia altered its nuclear doctrine to lower the threshold for nuclear weapons, underscoring how seriously Moscow viewed the escalation. So I don't know how much more the U.S. has to do in order, because that's the only thing the Russians can really do. Basically, say put out their chest and we have nuclear weapons and we're not afraid to use them.
I mean, at this point, it's going to end up either a nuclear holocaust or Putin has level head. I'll give him that. But you keep poking that bear, and guess what? Bear's going to come back and eat you.
Yeah.
He can only stand so much.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's just, and now the administration, and now Trump, who promised to end the war in 24 hours, if elected, he's escalating this further by allowing them to basically send nuclear weapons to, not nuclear weapons, long-range missiles into Ukraine. I said nuclear weapons. Oh God, that'd be scary. That'd be more scary than. I don't want to give them ideas either. So I mean, retract that and say those long-range missiles that they sent. So the Russians did do an attack on Ukraine. I think it was yesterday. And Trump is not happy, but not surprised of Russian missile strikes in Ukraine. These are two countries that have been at war for a very long time, the White House spokesperson said. Yeah, it hasn't really been a long time. It's been 10 years since the U.S. overthrew Yanukovych, which was the president in 2014. Because Yanukovych made the mistake of coming to a economic deal with Putin instead of the U.S. So that's when he was overthrown. In fact, I think John McCain was there, Chris Murphy was there, Democrats and Republicans were there in Ukraine, encouraging this revolution. The U.S. Senate.
Yeah. Lindsey Graham said to the last Ukrainian, believe
also,
him.
Yeah. U.S. President Donald Trump was not happy with a series of overnight Russian missile strikes in the Ukrainian capital, but was also not surprised, the White House said Thursday. He was not happy about this news, but also not surprised. These two countries have been at war for a very, very long time. Not really. Been 10 years or 15 years, actually. But, that's a long time. Russia launched this attack on Kyiv, and likewise, Ukraine recently dealt a blow to Russian oil refineries. So Ukraine bombed Russians' oil refineries, and the Russians bombed back. So this is okay. They have taken out, as a matter of fact, 20% of Russia's oil refinery capacity over the course of their attacks throughout the month of August. Levitt said Trump is continuing to watch this intently, and this killing, unfortunately, will continue as long as the war continues, which is why the president wants it to end. You know how you end it? I mean, if Trump really wanted to end it, stop sending weapons to Ukraine.
Yeah, except
the
he
war's
won't
over.
do that. That's what the rich want him to do. He's literally the village idiot doing exactly what the rich want.
The war, all you got to do is stop approving any weapons to Ukraine. And after that, they have no choice to do peace in 24 hours. Because they'll do peace immediately because they have no weapons to defend themselves. And the Russians have all the weapons. So they'll do a peace deal. Like, I think it was last week where I forgot to cover this, but Trump floated the idea of having the eastern part of Ukraine being controlled by the Russians, even though technically it's still part of Ukraine. Yeah. It's kind of like what the Israelis are doing to Gaza, even though technically it's not the territory, but they control it, like something like that. And I'm like, really? That's the best you come up with? I mean, I'm not sure the Russians would even do that, would agree to that.
Well, the thing is, Russia already has everything it wants. It wanted the Donbass and those regions because they were being bombed by the Ukrainian government because they wanted to be Russians.
I've made this argument. Nobody really said this, but I made this argument before. It's like the Ukrainian government was attempting a genocide on Russians in their countries, and the Russian language. They banned the Russian language in Ukraine. So It's like they're trying to genocide of Russians in Ukraine, but nobody calls it a genocide. It's that most liberals, most Democrats, and most left-wing commentators love the war in Ukraine. They love supporting it. So because Trump is against it.
Makes them very well.
Trump is against the war. He says he's against the war. So all the liberal commentators and all the Democrats are for the war. So that's the standard they have. At least 18 people, including 4 children, were killed by Russia's military barrage, which struck across Kyiv early Thursday morning. Strikes were recorded in every district of the capital. Mayor Vitaly Klitschko, yes, the former boxer, by the way, that's the heavyweight champion of the world, announced that Friday, August 29th, will be a day of mourning in Kyiv to honor the victims. Tomorrow, in fact, Klitschko was considered in the Obama administration when they were planning the overthrow of Yanukovych. They considered Klitschko to be the president of Ukraine, but ultimately they're like, oh, that's too obvious, I mean, he'd be an obvious puppet for the U.S., so we had to pick somebody else. Like, really? I mean, who are you to even pick anybody to be president of the country? But that's what we think. That's what the U.S. government thinks they can do. They can just pick their leaders of the countries, of every country in the world.
Yeah, we are the world's police, and what we say goes. And we literally think our shit don't stink.
It's Victoria Nuland and somebody else in the Obama State Department. They were trying to figure out who'd be the president of Ukraine after the overthrow. And it wasn't initially Zelensky. He won an election like right after that. He's been president ever since.
Bye, Earl.
Yeah, I mean, we got to wrap up in a few minutes anyways, but thank you for watching. Tomorrow, August 29th, had been declared in the memories of the victims of the massive attacks in the Capitol, he said on Telegram, adding the flags will be lowered on municipal and state buildings while entertainment events will be banned. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has called the strike an horrific and deliberate killing of civilians, confirming that children were among the victims. The Russians are not choosing to end the war, only new strikes. Overnight in Kyiv, dozens of buildings were damaged, residential houses, office centers, civilian enterprises. Among them are also in the building where the European Union delegation to Ukraine is located, he said. So you can choose to end the war too if you want. I mean, Zelensky is all the Russians, but you can end the war if you wanted to do peace. But no, you're not going to do peace because you're a puppet for the West, particularly the U.S. Skepticism.
Well, and guess what? When whenever there is a peace, like literally, Zelensky will have outlived his usefulness, and he'll be JFK'd.
Yeah, there's already talk of him being removed because of the failures of his war. Skepticism has continued to mount over whether a bilateral meeting between Zelensky and Russian President Vladimir Putin will materialize. The sit-down is supposed to be in the works that Trump met separately with the leaders, but the Kremlin has since thrown cold water on the prospects. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov told NBC News last Friday that Putin was not ready to meet with Zelensky. By the way, NBC News actually interviewed Sergei Lavrov and asked him one of the dumbest, and who was it? Was the NBC reporter. I think she hosts Meet the Press now. I forget her name right now. But she...
Oh, shit.
She asked Lavrov whether him and Putin want to bring back the Soviet Union. Like, one of the dumbest... one of the dumbest questions of all time. So, do you and Putin want to bring back the Soviet Union? Like, and Lavrov had a look on his face like, what the fuck? Why am I doing this interview with this bitch? Like really? I mean, he of course he's been a diplomat all his life, so he answered in a diplomatic way, but basically saying no, of course not.
I would have just fucked with her and said, yeah, sure.
The White House appeared skeptical Thursday that the meeting would come to fruition. Perhaps both sides of this war is not ready to end it themselves. The president wants it to end, but the leaders of the two countries must want it to end as well. So that's that, I mean.
Nobody wants it to end except for Putin, who just wants, what he has. But this is silly. I don't know why he's staying in it. The only time this will end is when Putin wants it to end.
Yeah. So
I don't know why he's playing along to these silly games.
I mean, so the wars are not going to end. Trump is whatever promise he made. The only promise he's keeping during his campaign was the deportation of all the illegal aliens. Like, I saw another video today. I didn't save it, so I didn't play it. But basically, they grabbed a Spanish guy. I mean, he was in the ICE. He was in immigration offices, following the rules and checking in with immigration, even though he's an illegal. He's following the policies set by the U.S. government. And as soon as he came out the office, ICE grabbed him with the mask and arrested him, basically, and ready to deport him. So he's following all the rules. I mean, he's checking in with ICE. He's checking in with immigration. Trying to become a U.S. citizen or at least get the green card and start that process. Instead, they just grab him and arrest him, and in front of his children. By the way, he has 2 children there with him and his wife. So
I would have killed me some ICE agents. I don't know about y'all, but again, I can't stress this enough. I am the daughter of an immigrant. We all are. Unless you're Native American, you are the sons and daughters of immigrants. Your family came here from whatever country, whether that was Europe, whether that was the Middle East, whether that was, XYZ, fill in blank here. Again, guys, they don't care about immigrants. They don't care about poor immigrants. They only like rich immigrants because the rich people are all in cahoots. They are all in cahoots. They hate poor people. They want you dead. They don't want to see you. They think you're disgusting. They think you're a cockroach. Yeah. Get it in your heads now. Rich people fucking hate you. They want to kill you just like the Israel people do, or the Israel government does in Gaza.
Oops. Yeah. So, I mean, with that, this is a good time to kind of wrap up and, hope everybody enjoyed the show. My birthday is on Sunday, so most likely I'm going to try to stream on Sunday, even though the pay-per-view Clash in Paris starts at 2. I'm probably going to miss most of that pay-per-view, so, because I'm going out for my birthday. So, I may watch it. I have to watch it on Monday because we got to review it. We're going to preview, by the way, in Pro Wrestling Talk, we're going to preview Clash in Paris, which is Sunday. We're going to discuss Forbidden Door, and especially that part where...
Oh, God, do we have to?
Well, I'm sure you got plenty to say about Moxley nearly clawing off...
I was going to say, attempted murder with the...
clawing off Darby's ear with that fork, so he thinks he's Abdullah the Butcher, but we'll definitely, go through that tomorrow.
That was attempted murder. He should be in jail.
Yeah, and we'll also... Alex will not be able to join us because he'll be at the game tomorrow night, the White Sox-Yankees game, so he's not going to be able to join us. Hopefully David can, because he didn't come on today so for the show, so hopefully he can join us tomorrow. And...
Oh, man, Angel. Whoops, other way. Oh, man, Angel. Right over there.
Yeah, thank you, CBC. I turned 39, so... Venezuelan documentary is in Abby's Discord if you want to see it. So Pro Wrestling Talk is tomorrow at 8. We'll go over all that and shoot the shit for the rest of the show after that. And Sunday,
yeah, we're gonna do the 89.
Right. Yeah, we have time since it's not going to take me 2 hours to go through Forbidden Door and preview Clash in Paris. So yeah, we should be able to do it tomorrow for sure.
Yeah, mandatory cakes in the chat, please.
Yeah.
Like Kit does.
Yeah, so I'm turning 39 on Sunday, so hopefully I can get together a few of the crew and we can shoot the shit on Sunday for like an hour and a half because I want to hang out with my friends on my birthday.
I'm singing happy birthday.
Thank you.
So you may not be able to go on YouTube because that's copyrighted.
I don't think so. It's not a big deal, but
you may have to get off of YouTube for a second.
Yeah, so...
Or you could edit out.
Yeah, probably. We'll figure something out. I edit it. Yeah, so... Yeah, by the way, I'm still trying... I forgot to mention this throughout the show, but I'm still trying to raise funds for that new computer. I got a donation from Fred Edward. The one, he talks about chicken wings.
Oh, thank you, Fred.
Yeah, I got a donation from him earlier in the week, and...
hot wings all around.
And from...
what the hot wings
well,
is.
Somebody else sent me something. I don't remember right now. I have it here. Where is it? Damn, I don't remember right now.
Oh, there he is. Hi, Fred. Free hot wings for everybody.
Thank you for the donation earlier in the week. I did get it, so... I remember somebody else donated too, but I can't find it right now. So thank you very much for the donation. I need about 160, 170 still for the new computer. So my link's in the description box below if you guys are able to donate. So I would appreciate. I'm greatly appreciative of everyone who's donated so far, and I'm greatly appreciative, and you guys have been beyond generous with me, not just financially, but supporting the show, watching, liking, hanging out with me in the chat. I mean, it's been incredible and beyond grateful. I'm 123 episodes on this show. I never thought I'd even do 50, but eventually, I want to thank Witchy and Alex and David and regular panelists who rotate in and out for being a part of the show and giving me some friends that I can call friends. So thank you all. Thank you for
You guys are my work husbands, except for Big Bro and Little Bro. But I have 3 work husbands. That would be Kit Cabello, Snow, and Angel, of course. Whoop, other way. And then I have little brother Alex and big brother Dave. So Jesus Christ, I got a whole family going here. But no, I concur and I second. You guys have been the best of friends to me. I started with Kit. Kit actually propelled me forward. So thank you, Kit. And then if it wasn't for Mastermind Hour, you and I wouldn't have met, though we got to talking and we're like, hey, we should do something about pro wrestling. And I can't imagine my life without you guys anymore. It seems like we've always been friends.
Yeah.
Like we were always meant to do this. So thank you guys so much. And I hope you continue to support our shows because without you guys, we are nothing. We love our audience and I love each and every one of you, even though it seems like I'm scary. I'm really not scary. I just yell a lot again. Because this stuff makes me angry. And, I used to look up to Jimmy because, Jimmy Dore, he used to yell a lot and I used to like that, he'd be, fuck you, that really loud. And that made me feel better, so he doesn't do that anymore. So I have to, so, that's why the yelling
I
comes
think
in.
it's an age thing, he's been ill, so, and so he had to calm down a little bit, but I put the link.
And he doesn't smoke weed anymore.
Yeah, too. I put the link to the to my Twitter handle, or not handle, but the link where my donation links are at. So whatever you guys can do has been greatly appreciated. You guys have been beyond generous with your in time, support of the show, support of INN in general. I mean, we're close to 3,000 subscribers on the INN main channel. So keep subscribing, keep liking. Thank you very much for your support. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Angel in the afternoon will be back next Friday. Hopefully Alex will not have to leave halfway to the show. But
you can hear his Bob and I'm like, oh, hi, Bob.
Clearly.
I almost felt like, one of the kids, like, you gotta get off now. Oh, I'm sorry, Mom.
Yeah,
I'll
the way she treated Alex was like, ooh, I mean, it reminds me of my mom when I was a teenager. But,
shit.
Yeah, it's like I didn't like, ooh, okay, bye, Alex. See you next week. So hopefully he can make it Sunday. I talked to him about stream on Sunday, but we'll see. Tomorrow he can't make it definitely because the Yankee game. He's gonna go to the Yankee game in Chicago. So,
good luck to the Yankees. They're gonna need it.
So
sorry.
So I get.
I'm just jabbing.
Well, they've been winning a lot more lately because they're playing bad teams, but
luckily, you're lucky.
So hopefully you guys enjoy. You guys enjoyed the show. I mean,
are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Is that why you're here?
That's right. So I do. We do have to go though. But I gotta use the bathroom and other stuff. But yeah, thank you for watching, everybody. Hope everybody enjoyed the show. I'll see you guys tomorrow night for Pro Wrestling Talk. If not, I'll see you guys Sunday for my little birthday stream. And we'll be talking about politics, wrestling, whatever comes up, we'll talk about. You guys can ask me questions. We can do an AMA. Ask me anything. You can do that too.
Ooh, from the chat?
Yeah, from the chat, wherever,
Oh, there you go.
We'll do an AMA.
Actually, I do have.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
We can do an AMA, I'll probably put AMA in the so we'll go an hour and a half, and then Indy and Reef.
So get your burning questions in now.
Think about it, and ask me about it on Sunday. Indy and Reef have a show at 10 o'clock, so we can't go full 2 hours probably, but we'll be able to go hour and a half. AMA, politics, wrestling. Me personally, you can ask me questions. No guarantee I'll answer them because some may be personal, but I'll answer a lot of them though.
Don't be too drunk. I love that. Thank you, Macy.
Yeah.
I just want to say one thing. If you guys could please support us by going to X and retweeting a tweet that I sent to Karrion Kross. We would love him to come on the show. And the more attention it gets, I think the more he'll be incentivized to come on. Don't listen to Richard Holiday. He's a piece of shit anyway. No. So if you could please tweet it again, it's I have it on mine. It's like, serious question to Real Killer Kross. If you guys could go to my Twitter page, and it's like where is it? Third one down from the pinned one. It says, we want Kross. If you could retweet that and spread it around as much as possible so that we could possibly get him on, that would be a great help to us. Thank you so much. And I just want to reiterate, everyone is welcome. So like I said, if you have some burning question that you've always wanted to ask Angel or myself, I'll answer questions too. Fuck it. I'll get into the action. If you want to quiz us, what's wrestling and why did it come about? I don't, we'll, if we can't find the answer, like I said in my in my computer job, I'll say, if we can't find the answer, we'll look it up. That's what we do. We'll get it somehow. But yeah, those burning questions you've always had for us, join us on Sunday, 7:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And ask us, and we'll
depending what time I come home, either be 7 or maybe 8. So I'll let you guys know at the time on Sunday. So, all right, so we do really have to go. I mean, I'm way over time, but thank you very much for watching. I'm pretty sure Indy has a Jesse Jet not collaboration compilation that he usually does at 10 o'clock or 10:30. So check that out. Other than that, I mean, we'll see you guys Saturday for Pro Wrestling Talk, and we'll see you guys Sunday for the birthday AMA. So good night. God bless.
And second.